What is good? It is your boy, Mr. Frenzy from MrFrenzyProductions.com, and this is going to be the final beat that I make out of construction kits. And this one specifically comes from the artist series that I make. I have two kits available right now on MrFrenzyProductions.com. One of them is a construction kit for DaBaby, and the other one is Juice Wrld. I'm going to be working out of the Juice Wrld kit. So, let's get into it. Last beat flip. Let's do it. Okay, so this is the beat from my Juice Wrld kit that we're going to be flipping for today. Okay, good. So, first off, always start by setting your BPM to the BPM that the beat is set to. So, this beat is set to 93, so let's bring down 140 to 93 to make sure that everything locks to the grid properly. All right, next up, I'm going to listen for a start to the beat that I'm about to make. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to start with that guitar first. That has, it's more introductory. I'm not going to start with this, I'm not going to start with these piano chords because it's a little too atmospheric. You know what I mean? Just to my ears, don't want to start with that. So I'm going to start with this guitar loop. Oops. Also, see this right here? When I took this guitar loop, it wasn't locking to the grid. And the reason why I wasn't locking to the grid is because I didn't set it to any grid specification. Okay, so I'm going to set it to line to make sure it locks up. There we go. Now it's locking to the grid. There we go. Let's have a listen. Make sure that you are on song mode, not pattern mode. And set your metronome as well. Everything locks perfectly, so we can start getting to work. Okay, good. So I'm going to trim this off. I'm going to loop this, because this is going to be the foundation for my beat, basically. This guitar riff is not going to change, most likely, throughout this entire beat. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to place in the chords to add a little bit of atmosphere. Okay, I'm going to trim off the excess here. Going to copy and paste this, and I'm going to add one more component. Okay, fantastic. Now I'm going to listen to the beginning to start figuring out where I want to place my drums, because over here I'm at 30 seconds, which is a very long introduction. Okay, so now if you want your introduction to be 30 seconds long, by all means go ahead, but you know, I want the drums to start smacking a lot sooner. So I'm gonna have a listen. Okay, to my ears, I want the hi-hat to start right there. Maybe not. The hi-hats are a little bit too driving, so I might actually see if I can opt for another drum. Let me see. Try it just... Yeah. Well, you know what? How about this? Let me try the hi-hat and actually turn it down in volume, okay? I think the hi-hats just might have been too loud to my ears, okay? So I'm going to place the hi-hats back, and I'm going to go into my channel rack. I'm going to find hi-hat, and I'm going to turn them down, okay? Because hi-hats, generally speaking, in a mix, should not be very loud, okay? There should be something, it should be the symbol that people feel rather than hear. Okay, I'm going to add some open hi-hat as well to see if I can add a little bit of bounce, because the hi-hat to my ears is a little bit driving a little tiny bit too much. And then add the claps. even actually just having the clap start. Yeah, establish that backbeat. Put this over here. I'm gonna have my open hats. Okay, and then I'm just going to want the drums to really hit after this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy over all of my melodic instruments. I'm just going to start adding my drums in from here. So I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to add in my bass drum, my hi-hats, and the whole 9 yards. I'm going to bring down my OHs on the playlist too, because I usually like to have kick, clap, hi-hat, so on and so forth. Okay, just for this is kind of the way that I like to organize my drums, just so I know where everything is at. All right, so I'm gonna start right here. All right, cool. Open hi-hat, already got. Yeah, this one doesn't even have a lot of drums to it, which is kind of cool. Very, very simple, very basic, which is good, because if you have too many drums, it might be a little bit too busy for the artist. Okie dokie. So, all right, got that, got the kick, and the infamous 808. See how all this sounds. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the 808 go without the hi-hat, excuse me, without the bass drum. I'm going to add the hi-hat too. I forgot to bring in the hi-hat. Bring down the side snare. Side snare is a little bit too loud for my taste. Next, I'm going to bring in the bass drum. Here we go. Okay, and voila, then now we're cooking. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to the beginning and see if I want to start dropping stuff out, especially around over here. See what else I got actually going on in this beat. I got another set of chords here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these chords somewhere that might be appropriate. Let me see if actually they sound cool in the beginning. Yeah. Gives it a little bit more beef. Yeah, it just adds so much more vibe to it. Drum, which is very Nick Mira style. Okay, now I'm going to drop out the kick. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop out the kick and the hi-hat. And slide snare. Probably even the OH as well. Come back in again. Let's see how this sounds. Okay, so now this could be like a chorus part, you know what I mean, where the artist can either sing or rap the chorus, totally up to them. Where basically all of the instruments kind of drop out here, or excuse me, all the drums. I'm going to start ramping it in again. Alright, let's go back for the bang. Now, yeah, actually, I want the kick to come back in. I want it to bang again. back in right here. Here it comes. Now I'm going to drop out some drums as well. Just the drums, not the 808, to give it a little bit of variation. Uh-oh. Yeah, it looks like my DAW was set to stretch mode. So I'm going to take it off stretch mode right here so I can just mess with the grid. All right, go right here. All right. And then, yeah, then have another dropout when it comes to the drums and the 808 completely. But I'm still going to keep in this piano part and maybe actually even take out. Let's take out the piano strum. You know, I'm gonna do the same thing as here as well. Okay, so it has room to kind of breathe. It captures a lot of emotion. And then the strum part comes back in right here with the clap. Adds more variation. Okay, let's keep going. This again. Bring in the strum. Maybe the 808. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. So I'm not going to ramp it anymore. I'm actually going to bring in just about everything except without the kick because I want the kick to bang in just a second. I'll show you what I mean. Now this kick is going to bang the 808 in just a second. Here it comes. Probably take out the hi-hats and the OH. Take out the side snare as well. Alright, and have everything else come back in. Haha, have everything else come back in. I accidentally put the that extended part of the loop on the part that it was playing, so it sounded weird. So here we go again. Here comes everything else. I dropped out these drums here and they come back. Drives again. Alright. Cool. Now I'm just, can just fade this out as an outro. And the beat is complete. So, you know how I kept harping on about the tail and trimming the tail? The reason why you need tails in loops is exactly for this reason. So the beat is done, and if you don't have the tail, it's just going to cut and it's not going to sound right. You need that decay of the instruments finishing or else it doesn't sound natural. See what I mean? Now beat done. All right, so that is a complete beat using the Juice Wrld construction pack. Now, if you're interested in getting the Juice Wrld construction pack, go to MrFrenzyProductions.com, or you can also get it in the Complete Frenzy Bundle for only $25. All that information is in the link below, so go ahead and click on that if you would like it. Anyway. So this is it. This is it for making beats when it comes to construction packs. In modules 2.0 on up, we're going to start actually physically making beats, okay? So I'm going to explain how to use the sequencer to program your own drums, then your own melodies, and the whole 9 yards. We'll just keep going. Right on. This is Mr. Friends from MrFrenzyProductions.com, and I will see you later.